guys, welcome back to the channel. It is a little early, so I usually don't film videos this early. Most of my videos are late, like after work or later in the Saturday, but it's about to be 8:30 a.m. here. I'm driving the 550. I'm going to the shop and I'm gonna finally install the downpipes I have for them. Just downpipes, no tune yet. Tune will be maybe within a couple weeks or maybe like a month, but for now, downpipes only. I've been itching for that V8 sound, and with the stock exhaust, like you guys heard in the beginning of the video, yeah, you don't hear nothing. It's super quiet. Hopefully this install don't take too long. I'm not trying to be there all day. Hopefully it goes smooth, you know, no rusted bolts, no snapped bolts, because I really do not want to freaking deal with that. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all to say for now until I get to the shop. Alright, so I made it to the shop. As you can see, right now I'm probably gonna put the camera outside and get a few revs of stock exhaust, stock downpipes. As you will hear, this car does not make any noise, super quiet. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that, and then once I do the downpipes, then I'll show them those clips side to side. Alright, so now I'm probably just gonna jack the car up, get all the plastic off from under the car, and then start probably putting some WD-40 on the downpipe bolts that meet the exhaust. Okay guys, so off camera I went under the car, I jacked it up on one side to look at the bolts that were under that connect the downpipes to the rest of the exhaust. They're a little bit rusted, but nothing crazy. I think I'll be able to get them off with some heat and maybe just go real slow. The threads are still there, I can still see it. The nut still has a shape and the bolt, so I just sprayed some WD-40 on it, put the car back down. I'm just work on all the top stuff, and once I'm done up here, I'll jack it back up and take off all the shields, and then start what is it called, taking the downpipes off the exhaust. All right, to show you what I'm done, or I didn't. You see this side, the intake box is already out. All I did was take this, loosen this clamp, unplug the sensor right here. The O2 lines run across it too, so like remove them off the little brackets. This thing clips on here. All I did was unclip it, push it to the side over. Now all you gotta do is push it out of here, and then worry about this too. This clips onto the bottom of the airbox. This gets the air from the front of the motor. So right here, make sure you put a screwdriver here to pry out that little tab so you can pull it up and back and out. But yeah, that's why I took that one out. So both intakes are out. Intake boxes. So now I'm gonna work on taking the O2s out. So I'm gonna just unclip them. Remember which ones are primary and these are secondary down there, but these primary ones, I'm gonna take those off, put them over to the side, and then these, I don't know if I have to take this off, this little thing on it, protector's little thing, or if I can have to take the heat shield off first to get to those O2s. But I'll see right now. First I'll do these O2s up here, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, so let's do those right now. Okay, so there's this metal bracket right here that goes across. There's a bolt here for it, and a bolt here for it, and a bolt here for it. It holds the heat shield on too, and it goes under these vacuum lines. So I took that out. The middle one is a T30, and then the two on the sides are little grommets, but you could fit a 13 socket over it. And then you could take that out, and then now you have more access to this heat shield. The main part I took it out is because of that bolt that was bolted onto it. Now there's a bunch of little E8s around it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And I got the GoPro with the time lapse going on, so you guys can see me do it fast. Okay, so I got the heat shield off, as you can see. It's right there, a bunch of E8 bolts around. There's 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. There's the one over here hidden, same thing. 2 over there, 3 over here, 1 right there, and then 1 on each side by the rear O2s over there. That's it. Now I will be taking off those secondary O2s and unplugging them from right here, taking those fully out. Then I have to see how you take those heat shields off. I can see there's a T30 all the way down there. It looks like take that out. Then these brackets are gonna go out. But yeah, let's start by removing the O2s right now. All right guys, so this is where we're at. I took off the brackets that were here. It's like they bolt onto here and then they bolt onto here. They're Allen's size 6, and it's the same thing on both sides. O2s are out. Now I probably will start working on these heat shields. I gotta find where they have bolts. Then it looks like they're E8 all the way down there. There's the E8, and like I showed earlier, there's a T30 in there somewhere. And then I guess there's another E8 over there. And I think that's pretty much it from up here. Because then the rest of the heat shield, you probably have to unbolt from the bottom. But yeah, that's that from up here. Let's take those 3 bolts that I just mentioned, and then jack the car up. All right, so I took off all of the undershielding, and the heat shields are on top. You can't remove them yet because there's a bolt right there where you see there's no longer a bolt, and they're a fucking bitch to get to. I use the E8 with a swivel on it on my little drill. See this little swivel, and then my E8 at the end. This one was more annoying to get to. This one wasn't as bad, but they still suck to get to. So now I'm gonna see if I could pull them up from the top, the heat shields off already. And then next is to get those bolts on the bracket right there that kind of look really rusted, and I hope they don't round off, and I struggle with them. But I'm about to hit them with PB Blaster, or I mean WD-40, while I take those heat shields off. These are the annoying heat shields. Took both of them out, as you can see. Now I gotta double check that nothing else is, besides the clamps down there on the bottom, those brackets, nothing else connected. Then I can probably do those brackets down there, and then do the ones that are on the actual exhaust, that bolt the actual downpipe to the exhaust, and make them slide in. I'm gonna do that next. But yeah, I guess after taking off all the goddamn heat shields, it looks like it's gonna be more easy, but there's only one way to see, right? So yeah, let me get back to work, take the bolts off the brackets, and then take the downpipes off the exhaust. All right, so on the bottom, basically all the work is done. All I gotta do is on top, but let me show you guys down here. So, see, as you can see, downpipe bolt is loose to exhaust. I guess that WD-40 did help. But yeah, it got loose, no problem. Took the bolts off from that bracket that go to the trans right there, as you can see. Same thing on this side. Boom. This is loose also. Now I just gotta go to the top and loosen the downpipe clamp bolts right there. And I believe there's no more brackets, and then it's all about wiggling out the exhaust from the downpipe from the actual exhaust down there, and the bracket. But yeah, hopefully within the next 30 minutes I'm putting on the aftermarket downpipes. Alright, so I finally took the downpipes off. Low-key, the downpipe on that side was a bitch. I had to take off this bracket. As you see, it's like a heat shield. It's right there. I had to take it off because the downpipe was hitting it. But yeah, so that had to come off so I could take that downpipe off. And once I took that downpipe off, this side's downpipe came off really easy. So I just slid them up, and then yeah, here are the old ones. They're out. Now I just gotta get the new ones in. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, to be honest, once you take that bracket off. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do a time lapse of me putting this in, we'll go from there. All right, so the downpipes are in. I already tightened here, and the 2 clamps on top. I don't think I'm gonna put the heat shields on. Who the fuck? All right, so downpipes are in. Clamps are tightened up here. Clamps are tightened on the bottom of the exhaust. I don't think I'm gonna put the heat shields back on because they do not fit the same that they did on the OEM ones. The little mounting tabs where the nut goes at, the E8 bolts that I was removing to get the heat shield out, don't really line up anymore without me having to really bend the shield. So I kind of don't want to do that. All right, so now since I'm not putting the shields on, one's over there, I threw it, I didn't fucking want to deal with it. And then there's this one here, I'm not gonna put them on. Now I'm gonna put all the skid plate stuff on, all like the things I took on the bottom, like that stuff. I'm gonna put it all back on so I can lower the car and work on the engine bay more comfortably, because now that the car's lifted up off the ground, it's freaking annoying, and I gotta use a bin, this little milk. I gotta use this little milk crate thing to hop on and work on it. It's annoying, I don't wanna be doing that. So I'm gonna put all the under shields on under the car so I can lower the car and everything's done on the bottom, then yeah, and get to work up here. All right, the car is on the ground. Like I said, all these are bolted up. I might give this one a few more turns. And then it was annoying to get the downpipes into the actual exhaust. I had to use a jack to help me. Like, it's just a perfect fit to the downpipe to the actual exhaust. I even put like grease or whatever you want to call this. Oh, engine assembly lubricant and around the pipe and in the exhaust, so I can place it in right, and then I use the jack to help me eject the exhaust up. And at the same time, I was hammering where the downpipe and the exhaust meet, and I would just see it slowly start going in. So I know that helped. That's in. Now it's time to, from here, since we're not putting the brackets in anymore, and that hold the heat shielding, I mean, we're just gonna put this O2 here, line it up, connect it. Then we put we are gonna reuse that one. I will put that one back on. That one, we'll sit it on top. And then from there, tighten the bolts that one has. And then after that, it's these O2s, the primaries. Okay, the O2s are in, as you can see. Primary and secondary, same on both sides. They're both in. There was this clip on it to hold this right there, but it's kind of hard to put that clip in now, so I don't think I'm going to put it in. This is basically it. Intakes are the only thing to be left to put on, and then we could start it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let me put these intake boxes on and we'll get our first start. Alright, so that's pretty much it. All the engine stuff is buttoned up, all the sensors are plugged in. It's basically ready for a start. Hopefully there's no exhaust leaks because I don't want to take this bitch back together off. Alright, so the car's been off for maybe 2 to 3 hours, so yeah, time to first start after downpipe install. Yeah, we'll rub it right now after I let it idle for a bit, and we'll see if any of the exhaust note changed, but so far there's hardly any difference, to be honest. Okay, so they did change. Yeah. It's a little bit better. Alright, so as you guys heard, on revving there is a slight there is a difference compared to just starting it up. Nothing obnoxious or crazy loud yet. I might just end up doing a resonator delete. I do not want to take mufflers out and then it'd be like dummy loud, because I do not want that. I do not want it to be stupid loud. I just want that little V8 grunt, you know, rumble, but nothing, not straight piping this thing, no, not at all. But yeah, fuck it. That's pretty much it for this video. It took me roughly maybe 3 hours, I want to say. I got here at like 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. Yeah, okay, 4 hours, I guess. It's 1:30. But I mean, my boys did come and I chit-chatted a bit, but yeah, so it's just 3 to 4 hours if you're mechanically inclined and know what you're doing. But yeah, that's it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, keep modding your BMW. Okay, so they did change. Yeah.